Coming off the generational fumble of our time as the good old Gen Zers gives us, or me, or mostly everybody in the gaming space, even the millennials and YouTubers, a good reflection on current fighting games today. Aside from like Smash Bros and all the other like Brawl and the person some other thing with like Ninja Turtles or something like that way back when. I couldn't even tell you what the first fighting game I ever played. I think it was some kind of like old pixel of Smash Bros. Way back on like we like in school we're not supposed to be on a keyboard and no computer supposed to be doing your work, but nobody did it. On some pixel Smash Bros. Where everybody was on the one side on WASD and the little arrow keys, and I hope that was on PC. I might have been embarrassed myself. Um, Growing up past that point and getting games to release like the highly acclaimed multiverse, it shows us the limitations of the systems of like Nickelodeon. I forgot what this game was called. I think All Stars. Just got released on PS5, and once again, it shows the limitations of the software because the game came out in 2023 compared to multiverse of probably 2023 or something or other of the low IQ, honestly, of the developers of that game and the limitation of the software of this game. Showcasing and honestly some good qualities in the first hand, in my opinion, of pure, I guess, love. I would say the character design so far, I mean not so far, of the old is a whole old game, of the art direction and the main menu music and the main menu itself shows a lot more love that went into this kind of game way back when. Just having a whole entire like actual style than some Fortnite background of you standing around in the menu, ready to look up, battle passes and shops and all that. When it comes to an actual main menu, which I may show it in a few seconds, even like the character select screen is way more designed than something like Multiverse was. Showing each character portrait in nice seamless angle shows like some characters having way more motion, and I believe in this game other than Multiverse. Even if it's just them smiling and do some little couple poses like Ink here. I remember Multiverse maybe they'll have like Batman with like his like arms crossed or something. It just shows a lot more love compared to Multiverse that I wanted you to buy all the characters and sell your soul to the devil. But with limitations, show the reasons why no one's playing this game today, even if it's on PS Plus right now. That's the only reason why this game's probably being covered to this day. We can see a few things that I have here that's going over why this game is not really in the wide player base anymore, even if it's still being talked to. For one, honestly, this is Nickelodeon. We had of like its multiverse, Cartoon Network, and other genres that I don't remember. We only really cared about Cartoon Network because it's our generation. But this is Nickelodeon. I personally didn't watch a lot of it, but I still recognize a good number. This category of characters that they have here was way better than anything in Multiverse. You have actual SpongeBob Egg, which I didn't even know was Nickelodeon, honestly. I just watched that man on Netflix. And Zim, and like it's much better. Way more. If the word focused was in a game company, whoever developed Nickelodeon All Stars had the word focus compared to Nebula and Smash Bros. Oh, not Smash Bros. Forgive me, Multiverse. The misdirection and added in someone like Beetlejuice when you have like so many characters. Like added like Lola Bunny and Not even no, even from that section before they added like Daffy Duck and mostly anybody else, they added in Taz, for example. They have they have a single character from each genre in Nickelodeon All Stars because they knew that they have more characters to add and more characters to focus on. But they said no, let's triple and quadruple dip in multiverse. Added in Banana Guard, Jake, Finn, and then they have in every DC person on the moon, even some who the hell sewer rat of Nebula came from that no one knew in this game. First impressions with the character design, the old developers of this game cooked. Honestly, spectacular meal on the plate. But that doesn't mean the game is fully in working order, even after how many updates happened throughout the years of this game. One big one is the controls. I don't even know what I can even say. First getting this game, trying to even jump was a challenge. And honestly, I can't really harp on it too much. The game is just really, really in the past. And that's something most multiverse actually did focus to jump. It being the triangle button is a little bit excessive though. It's I don't know who in the studio team was or it was playing on a controller and it was like, yo, guess what? Let's have the triangle be a jump button. It's gonna work well with the control scheme. Um, Other than that, sometimes it's very I'll say sticky and sometimes even floaty for some characters. I don't know what the deal with that is. Um, you don't know who your teammate is half the time, so you better remember who got picked on your character roster. Um, because good luck you be swinging at who the hell that is. Um, I would say it fits in naturally though with the art teams though on the characters. It's no multiverse where you kind of had to mash pit all the characters to like one direction. Um, honestly, I don't think they look too bad. They have to work with limited um software, if that's the word, on the characters, and I think they nailed it pretty much. They have nice animations, nice voices with as little as you can hear, and I guess nice attacks, nice little callbacks to certain attacks. You know, it's supposed to be Bob with him right in the damn camera. He looked a little bit cursed, but look, that is so much more fun than a screen like on Multiverse. A screen that didn't even work half the damn time. You couldn't even see the stats. See, look at that. KOS, I know what the hell SDS means, but I don't know. And KDS, who the hell knows what that is? But they have it here. You know, characters like keys, second place, third place. Where was that? This game is how many years old? And this gaming company couldn't do shit for you. They asked for money for the characters, by the way. Which they do have in this game also, to be fair. Um, there being a lot of DLC characters was still kind of cringe to this day. They still want you to buy it. It's kind of weird. But moving on from that, their modes is actually pretty finished. I will say. I remember in Multiverse there's a beta. You need to have any of this, then you have some kind of I don't even know what the hell it was called. In Multiverse, but this actual campaign multiplayer. It wasn't ranked. I don't think rank works anymore, which is pretty damn weird. But you're not gonna have fun multiplayer in this game. You're just not. If you play this game and one guy's not having a good time at all and he quits, say fucking goodbye because you're going to the main menu. You're not staying in that match. And I assume it's for the limitations of the system, but if they have AI controlling in certain sections of like modes, they could just replace that character with an AI. Maybe I'm sounding too much like a Gen Z, but I feel like they could have focused on that a little bit more and have you not lose all your perks in a battle. I imagine ranked was probably hell back in the day. Um, Beyond that, I'll still say the main menu is pretty fantastic. Character selection. They have Jenny in this game, which is just like W pool for that time. Even though they probably had, like not a lot of cartoons to look at, so they probably could just grab anybody. But still, the cookies and the milk is going to them for it. All I would say is, um, rest in peace to this game, because honestly, I would have this game become more popular than multiverse, because I don't think I could do another multiverse. Generational fumble. Um, but yeah, that is all. I'm finished. Oh, please sub. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.